All right, everybody, how's it going? Real Diversity here. We're back with another video. Let me open the pack real quick. I made what's this video? 15 seconds. Okay, I don't know how we're already 15 seconds, but anyways, we're opening up a pack. We're gonna be playing with Mega Ampharos today. I made another recent video. If you guys want to go check that out, it's just strictly gameplay, no commentary. At the time I was just recording at night, so I really couldn't talk. So I just kind of left it. I just wanted to make some gameplay video just because I felt like I was doing well, and I was like, okay, let me at least just get some gameplay video. So that's what that video was about. And I'm so happy Rank's back. Really makes you like, you know, really just want to get on here and just play more matches than just random battles. Because I don't know if your win percentage is counted or whatever in ranked battle. What the? Oh yeah, this is the promo beat. In the ranked battle. Oh, speaking of that, wait, did we complete all of the Pidgeot? Is the Pidgeot event over? Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure I do these today and then open some packs. We'll do a little video of that. Did I have any more packs open or any more winner picks before I jump into the battles here? Anything good? Just gonna scroll real quick to see if I can see any EXs I'm still missing, which is quite a few. Oh wow, we missed a bunch of bonuses recently. That sucks, but they'll be back. As long as we get a chance to pick, I'm happy about it. And I think we're out of like the little. Oh, we have one left, but I'm not gonna waste it on a bonus pick because we'll get more of those. All right, let's jump straight to it. Let me show you guys the deck. We are almost what do we like Ultra Ball 4? So like probably if we and we're on a 2 game win streak. So in like 3 games, I think we should rank up to Master Ball. I could have went ahead and knocked this out last night, but I just want to show you guys that you can rank up quick with this deck because we are high Ultra Ball 4. And so yeah, we should be able to hit it pretty quickly. That was the deck, so go back and pause it if I went too quick. But and I no real need to break this deck down. This is very popular Ampharos deck. So, but I can show you guys really how to pilot it really well if you are struggling with this deck. But I will say the one key difference between my deck and other Mega Ampharos decks is my deck runs we're running are we going first? No. I wanna save Licia because just in case okay, we do get Indeedee though. I do feel compelled to just go ahead and play Indeedee because I don't want to get my hand disrupted. And I would rather we had Mega Ampharos too. I think I'm fine if Indeedee gets like I'm okay with Indeedee getting taking some hits. Really, I don't want my to lose Indeedee because Indeedee is really important in these matchups. But we do need to take Hemor out here pretty quickly. Okay, he does get the Torchic. That's unfortunate. Um, but what we're gonna do here, and we could have just waited, but I didn't want my hand disrupted. Honestly, oh, we do get Ching though. That's interesting. We could Sabrina here into Chingling. I just don't think I don't think he's running I don't think he has what he needs here to get into Mega Blaze. So I'm just put Hemor asleep here. If we get lucky and he stays asleep, perfect. Okay, perfect. So long as he doesn't play like another basic, we can go ahead and knock out. Okay, perfect. So if he just ends his turn here, then he'll probably have to concede here. Okay, good deal. Even if you wake up, doesn't matter. And we do have plenty with Chingling here to just go ahead and hit for 100. So that's perfect. Oh wait, yeah, we had to put in Chingling here. Unfortunately, though, he more does come in, and he more does come in here. Yeah, okay. I say he most likely is going to concede there because if he can't play another Torchic next turn, then he was just screwed there. And we had Licia, so we was gonna feel it. We was gonna be able to attack next turn again either way. So I think yeah, 2 more wins and I think we hit Master Ball. So no pressure because this deck's just playing really well. It is very much one of the more consistent decks. That's the only reason I think this deck isn't super strong, but it has so much depth and consistency to it where you can make plays on. You can stall with Chingling to force your opponent to like maybe attack early with a maybe have to attack early or just make bad plays. If you can look up and get a Swabloon and you can put your opponent to sleep for like an extra turn, that is very detrimental to like what I've seen as super detrimental. And a very strong hand here if he doesn't play another basic. Okay, perfect. Even though I don't like we already do have Mega Altaria here. I'm just gonna go ahead and copycat because I think we can get luck up and just find another one here. I want to get as much like use right now before he pretty much plays his whole hand here. Okay, indeed, perfect. I would love to see okay, we have plenty of time. We have two research to get our Mega Altaria. A lot of times, if I see Mega Altaria, I really don't like to use things like copycat because I like you never know if you really will see it again. But I feel confident we usually do find it. And I could have just waited another turn and then played it next turn. So we will be pretty much shooting ourselves in the foot if ultimately okay and we find it. So it didn't matter. It worked out there, and I'm gonna because I like the fancy art Altaria. I'm gonna wait to see if we do pull it the fancy art. Nope, but that's absolutely fine. He's going to have to. He most likely has his Hurricane and everything already, but he's going to have to. He's most likely just waiting to find. He probably has Pokeballs in his hand or so because it has a really big hand. I would have definitely waited if I knew his hand. He was gonna wait this long to play his hand. Interesting. Oh, he can attack here. Interesting. That kind of sucks because unless we see Cyrus next turn, he's most likely going to be able to get into Greninja, and that's going to be troublesome because it's going to probably come in and swing for 100. But he already has quite a bit of damage on him. Cyrus here would be perfect because if not, Greninja's going to be like trouble. Oh, good, perfect. Sabrina, that saves us here. Is that he can't attack next turn either with and I'm not even going to do anything fancy here. You know what? Let me go ahead and play Chingling. Wait, has he took one out? Yeah, this is fine, I think. I don't want my hand disrupt. If he disrupts my hand next turn, I want to be able to hit for 100 consistently. And we still have Cyrus in the back too, so we're really good in terms of maybe I should have played Chingling because now we have an option next turn when if we can Lycia next turn, we have an option to get Jirachi in our second Swablu. And I think it would have been better to play Jirachi and Swablu instead of Chingling here, but what we can do is if he does play if he does play Froakie here, he can't attack at all this turn. How much cards we have? 7, and we know we have Cyrus somewhere in there. I don't want to really fill up my bench. That's another thing with these Suicune decks. They do play really nicely into us because of the freaking how much we fill up our bench, and they also like, but they usually don't like they can swing for like 120 plus a Greninja ping, and if you can like if they get that set up, uh, 120 Greninja ping, they're pretty much swinging for 140, and that's again 140 is a good range to pretty much knock anything out in this game. Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's just it's gonna take him just too long to set up. Honestly, I don't know what he would do there. And if we ran into like we do have Mars, so we ran into Mars, his hand goes down to 3 or 2 really because he already took out Chi. So he was in a really bad spot. And even if that match was drawn out, we were still good there. I think because he was gonna have to attach energy to Suicune, he was not gonna be able to do anything in the long term because what he was gonna have to do was attach energy to his active Suicune in hopes that he could get an attack off next turn. Had he done that, he would have he would have been taking 130 to the face because I would have just probably went ahead and played another bench 130 to the face, and if he tried to swing on our Mega Ampharos, then he just dies the next turn, and then even if not, he comes in, he has to throw another energy on that Suicune to retreat. And if he retreated there, then he would have been back at square one with no energy on nobody. So he's seen that. That is one of those matches. When I play a bunch of random battles, players don't recognize when they're losing or don't have a win condition, so they'll play like the whole match. And I've won like 3 turns ago, but they'll just keep playing until they ultimately lose. But again, in the higher rank battles, I've noticed that people will play until they'll play until they'll realize when they've lost. Same with me. Once I've lost a key piece of my win condition, I pretty much give up. Sometimes I try lately because there is a lot of pieces in this deck. There is a lot of secret win ways in this deck. So a lot of times I just have to stick it out because there is like times where Guzma's a win condition, Mars is a win condition, Cyrus obviously is almost usually a win condition. So we have all these win conditions in our opponent. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward. Unfortunate we couldn't stop that Pokeball early though. Um, hopefully if he can, it's gonna suck here if he can get into like a Pichu or something early here. If he can leaf here into like Pichu, that's gonna suck. If not, then he's just lost here, just off the how slow this deck really gets going. Interesting. So we really need to see something here, even if it's in DD. Okay, good. We do see Swablu. Perfect. Connects for better. There, I was like, we just need to see something there. And you know, why not? Because I think this pits, if anything hits this Chingling, this puts us in they've been ranged to be one shotted by Mega Altaria. So I don't see any real bad decisions in going ahead and playing it. And even if we lose or if we get Sabrina here or something, we can afford to waste another energy because we went second. But if he like disrupts my hand, I hope we may be able to get the perfect hand if we get disrupted here. Our hand right now isn't the best. But what we could also do, so he can't retreat this turn either. So mind you, he can't use, he probably has a second Pokeball. He can't use that. He can't retreat. He just used Professor Research. So we have another turn to hopefully get where we need to be. Unfortunate that our hand just isn't the best right now. I won't. I'm hoping we see something good. Mega Altair is pretty much only swinging for 40, so not worth playing. And this pretty much puts this hole into Mega Altair knockout range anyway. So hopefully we see Copycat here. That would be perfect. This deck also runs a lot of energy transfer too, so it's running like elemental switch, things like that. So okay, so he will be able to get into okay, and he does leaf here. Interesting. Interesting. I wondered how long he had leaf. Well, he's pretty much signed like his death certificate here because um once you play this Magby, second Swablu. Interesting. What do we do here? Honestly, not getting a good hand here. That's the only thing that's keeping us back here. But we can do now 60. I think we just take out. I'm not worried about Magby because we can take Magby out anytime. If we go ahead and bring you in, we swing for what, 60 now? He has to attack. We're gonna survive. Okay. I think we're gonna do this. An early Cyrus, unfortunately. I really want to see something useful next turn. I think he's gonna get like use a bunch of items next turn, unfortunately. But we have to set up the win condition here because okay, now he has two options here. He retreats and gets no attack off. He's not gonna do that. He's going to attack. Him attacking here puts him in he then is forced to attack, and he used leaf early, so then he probably runs double leaf. That's why this deck just it's too like you have to have the perfect hand, and you have to go second for this deck to work, and you have to leave Magby and have Ho-Oh. It like the deck that has to have every win condition to win is not a good deck. Because obviously I could win with like a muck and wheezing deck or something like that. I mean, I used to have a wheezing deck back when Pokemon Park used to be super slow. Matches used to be super long. You could have a wheezing deck and you could win a bunch of games. But you know, if things went perfect, I could probably still win now with a wheezing deck, to be honest. So but so what he has to do here, he has to attack with this whole. He's good. That's guaranteed a knockout. And if we at any point we see Jirachi, that's our win condition. If he only has okay, so even then, so again, okay, so he set up to play his second holo here, and he did manage to get everything off in time. Okay, I don't know if that was random or not. And we do get Mega Altaria now, so this is 100. He's going to ooh, might have been a misplay there actually. Ooh, that might have been just been. I just might have made a misplay. Because now if we take 80 and he plays Luca, yeah. Yeah, I just thought about that. Might have been a big misplay. I don't know why I thought to do that. 80, 80. Yeah, we should just left Altaria in there. I don't know why I just did that. We just made a big misplay. So he has a big win condition now. If he has Cyrus anyway. And most likely his deck doesn't. Yeah, I need to see Mars or something very useful next turn. Yeah, I did not think I knew he was gonna have Lugia hiding. He was hiding Lugia. I know for sure. If he finishes Mega Altair, we just lost this one. That's unfortunate here. Uh that I didn't see that player a little bit sooner. So Cyrus here he wins. Unfortunately, I was big misplay by me. And he plays into Magby here. I think just a free retreat. But yeah, this deck would for sure run a Cyrus, I think. But interesting, maybe not. I don't know what you would do in this type of deck because why would you run Cyrus? Because you have no way of like baiting anything in or out. So you just have to get lucky with a hole like that with me making a big mistake. So interested to see what happens here. If no Cyrus, we win. I think just off of yeah. Once how much are we swinging for? 70. Yeah, 70 with no Lisi or nothing like that. And we still everything's so bottom deck. At least we did manage to get Mega Altaria out, but we're so bottom deck right now. Interesting. Okay, no Cyrus then. No Cyrus then. So we win then. No matter what, we win here. If we see Licia too, that's also just a win condition. I mean, yeah, at least if we just see Jirachi, we win. What sucks here is we've already win. If we see another basic, we just went off damage here. So luckily no Cyrus. We just barely win. I think we win here no matter what. Like it's just nothing he can do. Yep, and if we get just one basic, we pretty much win. Hopefully this is Ndidi or Jirachi. Yeah, Ndidi. So fair, fair enough. Yeah, we just win here. Look, we got lucky. No Cyrus. We set ourselves up for a big L. Honestly, so big misplay by me on that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. That Lugia deck's very interesting because, in my opinion, you really. It's sad to say this, but you really. I really think in that type of deck, you only run one Lugia, honestly, because, and you just pray you see Lugia before the end of your thing. And I think what you would need in that type of deck is like almost every baby Pokemon. At least, yeah, like at least maybe just one of every baby Pokemon, just because you can then maybe power up Lugia off luck. Um but yeah, but you gotta set up Hole with 3 energy just for him to set up Lugia is crazy. So yeah, easy win, and we're in master rank. So yeah, big misplay, but we would have if I just played that more properly. We even though that was such a bad hand, I think we would have lost to a lot of things. We would have lost. That should be a big reminder to him to probably get off that deck because we had the probably one of the worst heads. We did manage to get into Mega Altaria, but we had no power behind it because we couldn't get into any bench. So very bad hand for us. But oh, number oh am I like top 10,000 right now or something? Number 2,000? Does that mean I'm like top like 10,000 right now? I've never seen a number. I know I'm pretty early to probably get to master right now. Cause last night I was in Ultra Ball 3 when I logged on, and then I pretty much grinded to Ultra 4 where I was today in like a few matches. My win percentage has to be like 80, if not 90 or something. I don't think we've lost too much at all. So going first isn't a good feeling here. Never want to not see Chingling if you're going first, but we do see Licia. Hopefully he doesn't do anything. Okay, I just wish I didn't play Indeedee then. I don't know. When you see fire, I should have waited. Oh, that's actually my bad. I don't know why I didn't wait there. Rocky helmet. Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully we see a Rocky helmet. I would imagine he waits to play. Okay, he just. That's fine. That's why we didn't waste Alicia yet, honestly. Sabrina, perfect. Ooh, Mega Altaria, even more better. Even better. Yeah, we just put you to sleep here, honestly. He already uses one like disruption card, which is kind of so bad to use this early. He does wake up. Doesn't matter. No torture kit. We just he yeah, with our hand we're good. We just knock out his torchic if he plays one this turn. Oh, he doesn't. So he just loses here. And probably once I use Lisa, he'll probably surrender, honestly. Yep. I'll say once yeah, he's gonna probably surrender after that. Good deal. He was in a bad spot. Even if he played Torchic that next turn, he pretty much was we were going to eviscerate Torchic. And that's really the strat here is to take Torchic out as soon as humanly possible. And that's why the Heatmore deck it is high rolly. I think Mega Blaze Kid is really good. And I'll probably make a video on all the decks I think are really good. A lot of people underrate that deck. I remember when I first made that, I made a deck and it was Infernape, and you guys can go check it out. I made an Infernape deck with the Heatmore Infernape, and it played a lot. It played really well. The only difference between that and Mega Blaziken was that you needed the heat patch every time you wanted to attack your second turn with Infernape. So that would be sometimes a lose condition because we have just about everything except um we have everything pretty much except, and they always seem to leave Froakie. Back in the days, it used to seem like anytime I played a Suicune deck, they would always lead Suicune. And it seems like lately they've been struggling to lead Suicune. Most times I run to these not leading Suicune and going first is like a death sentence in this type of deck. So I'm very unfortunate because he's going to have to waste an energy to retreat, and that's what pretty much makes this deck easy to beat, and that's fine. Yeah, and we run Guzma, so when I see these things like Giant Capes and like an early Guzma's great. Make Altaria awesome. So I don't want to play my second Chingling yet because we use Licia next turn. We can potentially get Swablu and Jirachi is who I want on my bench, honestly. So he's going to have to waste energy here to retreat, which is fine. Which, yeah, with the hand we got, it's pretty much GG, I think, unless we get disrupted here. Because with the damage already, yeah, and would he already, oh, did he use a red card already? No. Red card could come out here. Hopefully not. Okay, thank goodness. That should seal the game. The biggest threat of these decks is undoubtedly um and we're gonna just play Chingling here to make sure we get the knockout here. The biggest threat to our deck is never going to be Suicune. It's always gonna be this Greninja here. So you want to make sure you take it out as soon as humanly possible. With the ping, because the ping damage pretty much makes it impossible. Unfortunately, here though we did waste a Cyrus early. So here's his options. Is he plays another Froakie. Okay, he just his only option here is to play another Froakie and then like hope he has EX Greninja. And again, that just know you just gotta know. I've never played that deck, but I played against it enough to know why I lose to it every time. Is never Suicune. If you keep your bench low enough, Suicune's not doing anything. Um, if Mega Greninja comes out, he's 170 HP and he two shots Mega Altaria. So if he comes in, he can two shot your Mega Altaria and you still have and he's just a EX. So beating him doesn't even get you to win. Yeah, I've learned that Greninja is the bigger threat in that deck because you can always kind of regulate how strong Suicune is. Not always, because if you want to attack for maximum damage, then they're usually going to be attacking for maximum damage. So there's kind of a big balance there. But if they're not running disruption, their biggest issue is that I'm never afraid to hold my bench. So it comes down to luck too, mainly just who gets into their cars first. And so yeah, very important. That's why they're all running their middle stage evolutions nowadays. Is to avoid being held up. Okay. Okay, we already got Ndidi, so what I usually like to do is use Licia first. Let me see what they got. Okay, Froakie. I usually like to use Licia. We're gonna like waste the energy here. We're gonna get into Chingling here no matter what. For Ndidi, when I have this hand here, when I have Licia and a Pokeball, I always use Licia first to try to get Ndidi because I always want to see Ndidi. Always want to see Ndidi for that extra just little chip damage and that type of thing. So, but normally since we already have Ndidi, I'm not worried what I use first here because everything else is gonna be is fair game. But we're still use Licia first anyway. But everything is fair game to be pulled out of the deck. Okay, perfect. Zac 2 I wanted to see. And then okay, Jirachi for extra flair. Unfortunately here though, um We have plenty of time actually, so it's fine. But the unfortunate part here is, yeah, we have plenty of time to get something online to knock out Froakie. And most people aren't going to waste an Irida, but if you want to, you see how I approach these Froakie decks. If you want to beat them, you're gonna have to keep that Froakie at full health. Ooh, Frogadier, interesting. What do you do here? You stay? Okay, he does retreat. Good deal. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, we can't get into anything here just yet. Not that it matters, I guess, going Chingling. We probably should have went. Yeah, this is fine. We have plenty of stall in our hand right now, so if we can see Mega Altaria or even just regular Altaria next turn, we're good. Again, look at he does get into the Greninja. That's what I was afraid of. Interesting. What are you going to? Your other Suicune? Unfortunate. No Mega Altaria yet. Was that the right play? Was that a misplay? He comes in, he swings. Maybe we should have hit him with Jirachi. But that's on saying this, like, it's fine. Unfortunate though, because well, he has to come in next turn. As long as we just see Mega Altaria. But I don't like my hand here at all. Hopefully we see Copycat. He got set up. That's the unfortunate part. You just don't want to see this deck get set up. I know he has so many Pokeballs he has not used yet. A Mars here would be great too. Great. And there's a Giant Cape. That makes Indeedee. I think we go into Swablu here to maybe try to sleep him. Or just pray we get Mega Altaria here. One of the two. Chingling. How much damage are we doing? He has like everything. What's the safest play? I think Chingling into Chingling Rocket Helmet might be the safest play to avoid getting his second Greninja set up. And yeah. But I think pinning him to sleep here also would have been really nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and Guzma you here. And we just really pray we see Copycat. Oh my god, we get this attack off in time. Come on, come on, come on. I could have put him to sleep there, but what I'm scared of is his Greninja coming out. Though okay, he just runs double Frogadier. I've never seen that before. He made Irida here too, which is dead enough. Interesting. Into what? Does he have an elemental switch here? Oh no, he just doesn't care. Here's our win condition. Very slight, but we have to see Mega Altaria here. Unfortunately, like I really didn't want to he copycats our hand. I really could care less about Suicune, like I always say here in this deck, and he does get Greninja. I think that might be game now because now he just threatens us. But now we know though he can't. It's not like he can. And he already has one knockout. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I was trying to avoid. Really was that Greninja play. Now he just wins. I think complete. Well, actually no, he doesn't because we can heal here. Actually, we have a way. We have a way. We have a way. Of course, we don't get what we need. All right. Well, that's just Gabe did here. I mean, we could stall with a sleep here, and maybe that's what I should have did the first time. And he wakes up immediately. Yeah. Wakes up. That's game. So I hate when the matches go so long like that. And again, a lot of times we have a win. If Suicune can get like that and just steamroll into everything it needs, it's just no way of beating it. Because once it gets Greninja and then the EX Greninja, it's really just tough to counter because then it can ping your Chinglings, and that's when Chingling becomes a liability. It can pretty much not take your Indeedee, knock your Indeedee, then just didn't like once the Greninjas come out, it is very difficult to beat. That's why they are they're the ones you want to take care of first, and that's sometimes I wish I would lead with Jirachi just so I can maybe get a lucky early knock on them. Um, but other than that, yeah, it's really tough to beat that deck. If they get set up, so I want to see Chingling, have to see Chingling here. Do not see Chingling, of course, but Jirachi wouldn't be bad here to play. Was unfortunately I see lightning here, so I'm assuming this is gonna be a like a EV deck. Oh, okay, good. Yep, love sending DD anytime, anywhere. You have 4 cards. I will use research for now. If my hand's bad, I'll copycat next turn. Okay, good. We do see exactly who we need to see, which is the non EX swap. Please don't disrupt my hand. That would suck. And he does. That was the most effective way to use our energy there. So unfortunate that we do lose him early. We do see copycat. That's good, I think. Perfect. Yeah, no more playtime here, honestly, with you. He's going to hopefully he has Pokeballs in his hand that he can't use. Okay. There it is. He was waiting to play, I think, a big part of his hand here, and which is fine. Honestly, watch his hand go to one next turn, so we're in good shape here. He's gonna probably concede unless he just happens to get right into his Magneton. Oh, maybe I should went ahead and evolve back Altaria there just so we didn't lose him. Or I don't know. I'm debating if we may. If he doesn't evolve here, obviously he just loses off that. But again, do you get Magneton or don't? So okay, that's fine. He can attack here for or do you retreat? I would retreat here. Okay, just attacks for 40. We heal 20, so it's fine. We survive. Oh, imperfect. We just get Oh wait, how much are we doing right now? Not perfect. 60. Unfortunate. He does. This deck doesn't run like. I don't think this deck would run. Uh. Oh wait, maybe I should have. I should went ahead and put my Rocky helmet on. I don't think it. Just think. Oh, he might have a giant cape. God dang it. Oh, darn it. If he has another giant cape, I'm an idiot. I should have put my Rocky helmet on. Double giant cape, I think, gives him the win here. Or not like the win, but at least we have to stall a little bit. Yeah, okay, good deal. Like I don't think he's running like Giovanni. Red doesn't work either here either. So yeah, as long as we get into that Mega Altair, the wins are just there. With the Warrior decks. Yeah, that red was very clutch. I mean, that Mars was very clutch there. Yep. So yeah. So sorry if there was a lot of background noise. My cats are here, but I try. Sometimes I realize how loud background noises appear in the videos later. So if you can hear background noise, I apologize for that. But yeah, this deck again plays very, very well. Uh, and we have no reason to change anything. Guzma comes so close. I think a lot of people want to do double Licia. I will say, if you're ever in a situation where you're staring at Guzma in your hand and you don't have a bench set up, blame it on not having double Licia. But Guzman comes so clutch in situations where there's like a Rocky helmet against Chingling, because then Chingling becomes oppressed in that situation unless there's a Indeedee on the bench. So Chingling kind of struggles into Rocky helmet, but also the giant capes. It's sometimes cool to get a surprise play with the giant capes and the leaf cape. Leaf capes are very big. So very, very important to be just in just almost any deck. There's a lot of dark pigment decks, not too much, but if you could just get rid of that stuff, it is really good. And people just don't expect the Guzma, so when it does come out, it does surprise people. So when I see early double Rocky helmet, I'm just like, okay, Guzma, get those out of here. Like early giant capes, early Rocky helmet, Guzma, they're gone. So like I usually wait though to play like for them to play both, but sometimes no point in waiting. Just go and get them up out of here. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, this deck is amazing. Oh, wait, let me see. Can I see my win percentage at all? Let me go to the rank system and see. Okay, yeah, I figured it was pretty high. This is my win rate. I've used no deck besides Mega Altaria since the rank season started, so this is the deck, and yeah, it's just performing really well. So no need to change anything. Yeah, and I think if it's right, I think we're top, almost top 1,000. So that's definitely gonna change because I think I think it's less people playing, so maybe it won't change, but I'm definitely not gonna be putting hours to get like that many points. But it would be cool to get under in top 1,000, which is probably just one or two more wins. So that would be cool, but I'm not like stressed about it because I think you have to finish in that to win any type of award. Or I'll look it up in a second, but yeah, we are wait. Oh, here it is. This player's number one. They're at 16. We're at nowhere near that. So nowhere near, and it just takes a bit of luck in time. Oh yeah, so we're real close to it. If the top 50's like in the thousand, then we're not too far off. And a few games, and we could be even top 100. But like I said, I don't know if you have to stay there and finish there for that to matter or not. So, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. Thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. We're out. Peace.